Hello everyone, I hope that you are doing well today, and in this video I am going to be doing some little tasks around the house, cleaning and cooking this meal, and I thought I would take you guys along and just show you what I got going on today. And as you can see right here, I had sewn some oven mitts, and this is the first time I ever have sewn anything, and unfortunately I cannot use them for very hot items. Maybe I can use it for something else later, but for right now I can't really use them the way how I use my other oven mitts, but that's okay. I'm still super happy and excited to use the sewing machine for other projects in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and tidy up the kitchen a little bit, and then afterwards I'm going to be cooking this meal and I'm going to be talking about it later on, and so I hope that you enjoy what you see. So today I'm going to be making a chicken soup, and I'm going to make it from scratch. This is the name of it. I don't know how to say it, but it's essentially broth and coconut milk and chicken and other, ingredients, and I just think it sounds really good. I think it's almost like as if a curry kind of flavored dish. And so I'm gonna go ahead and make this and just have it, a warm soup for a couple of days, because it's gonna be raining and for the next couple of days. And so I thought it would be really nice to just have something warm and cozy just throughout the week. So the way that I'm gonna be making it is a lot different than what is on my phone as the recipe. There is going to be coconut milk in it, and I'm going to be using this full can, and then I'm going to be using chicken broth as my stock, and then I have some lemon juice, and it's saying to use fresh herbs and also veggies. And since we as a family, we do not eat onion or garlic, I'm gonna opt them out for this instead. And so it does say to have fresh ginger, but I'm gonna be using powdered ginger. That is one of the ingredients that is on the recipe already. And then the other thing it said was fresh cilantro. I don't have that, so I'm just gonna use some coriander, which is essentially the seeds that you get from cilantro, and it's crushed up. So I'm assuming it's got like a similar kind of flavor. I am gonna add cumin, even though it doesn't say cumin at all, but I thought this would be a good replacement for the onion and garlic. And then chili powder. Oh, and then salt, pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a big pot. So it calls for a tablespoon of coconut oil. I didn't know that it said that, but it was saying if you don't have it, you can use a neutral oil. I'm just using olive oil. I don't have anything else other than that, so we're just gonna do a tablespoon of olive oil. And then they said to put it on like medium heat. I'm gonna put it on like in between 4 and 5. So the recipe is wanting to they want me to make a paste with the veggies and the herbs, but like how I said, I don't have any of that, or at least I'm not using all the ingredients that they're telling me to do. So, because they want you to put the oil and the paste in to the pan and let it simmer and get like a flavor going on, and then afterwards you would add your coconut milk and then your chicken broth. But I think what I'm going to do is just put in the coconut milk and the chicken broth and then put in my seasonings and let all of that simmer first. Okay, then I'm gonna be adding 3 cups of the chicken broth. Okay, there's not much left of this. I'm gonna put it all in. I think that was like another half a cup or something. 32 fluid ounce, and I just put the whole thing in, and a whole thing of coconut milk, even though it said the coconut milk needs to be 40 ounces, but that one's 35.5, but that's super close enough. All right, first I'm just gonna mix this up a little. Some of this coconut mixed up. Yeah, this is my first time ever making a soup like this, so I am excited. Okay, so salt and pepper are not on the recipe, which I thought it was, but I'm gonna be adding some anyway because I just think it tastes good. I'm gonna add about 1 teaspoon of pepper, and then we have some sea salt. Might be adding a teaspoon and a half. Okay, so it doesn't call for chili powder, it calls for a fresh chili, like pepper itself. So I'm just gonna put in a half teaspoon. I think that should be fine. I think I'm just gonna do a 1/4 kind of chunky teaspoon of cumin, because that's not really part of the recipe. And same thing with the coriander, because I know this stuff is pretty strong, and if you don't like cilantro or coriander at all, I wouldn't even put it in, honestly. So we're just gonna do, I'm trying to get this to go even, like a 1/4 of coriander. And then we'll also have some ground ginger. It's saying to add a 2-inch piece of fresh ginger. So, I don't know, it almost sounds like a lot, but ginger is pretty strong. So I'm just gonna put a 1/4 teaspoon in there. Okay, I'm gonna give this a good mix now. And later, it's telling me to put the raw chicken right in here. I actually thought I needed to cook it up first and then put it in the soup, but no, we're gonna put raw chicken right into this lovely mixture. It smells pretty good. But yeah, this is an interesting way of doing it with the coconut milk. And I like that I can just add whatever, and I'm pretty sure it will still taste really good. Okay, the other thing it's telling me to do is I only need 2 pieces of the chicken breast, and then I need to cut them thinly. So I think if I just cut them in half, like as if you were to normally cook them, I think they should be good. I think I'm gonna get the pieces that are kind of thinner already. Because these guys, these 2 chunks left, they look kind of big. So I'm gonna go ahead and just slice these. Okay, that's one. Do this other one. Okay, and there's the other one. I'm not trying to touch it with the chicken. Okay. And I'm going to put them in here. Oh, I kind of got on there. Just trying to avoid it. It's okay. Okay, and then I'm going to put the rest of the chicken away. So once this starts to simmer, then that is when I'm going to be adding the chicken. Okay, it is starting to simmer. I'm just going to turn it down just a little bit. It's a little too much of a simmer for me. I'm going to go ahead and add the chicken. So I'm not gonna lie, this is really weird to me, just putting the chicken in here like this. On their website for the recipe, it says that this should be done around like 8 to 10 minutes, and that it's better to have it at a slow simmer instead of a rapid boil. But yeah, this is how you do it, and it's essentially almost done. They actually want you to put lime juice in here instead of lemon juice. I didn't realize that at first, but it's okay. I'm just going to use lemon juice. And then they want you to add about 3 tablespoons worth. So I'm going to do that at the very end. It says once the chicken's done, then that's when you add the juice. Okay, so the chicken is done, and I'm just taking this fork with my wooden spoon and I'm breaking it apart, the chicken. I'm not sure exactly what is recommended because it doesn't say anything about on the recipe with breaking the chicken up. I was almost tempted to cut the chicken before putting it in the soup, and I don't know, I mean, I could have done it like that, but because it didn't tell me to do it, I thought, I didn't know if maybe the cooking process would be a bit different for the chicken, so I just put them in there full. Just trying to break it up as much as I can. I don't want it to be shredded or anything. I just want it to, not be as large pieces as what it is. Okay, I tried to break them down as best as I could. So now I'm just going to be adding the lemon juice. Is that good? Yeah, some pieces in here are still kind of chunky. I want to fix this one. Yeah, like right here. Probably could have cut off some of the fat that was on the chicken. I don't know. I didn't think to do it, so I didn't do it. But it's fine. I think this is going to be good. I'm actually really excited because, you know, this is a total upgrade from buying canned soups, and you got your little tiny piece of chicken in there like that, and sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, they taste nasty. So I'm excited to see how this comes together. We will be doing a taste test here soon because I am pretty hungry. Okay, we're gonna do a little taste test. Alright, first it's hard for me to break this up. I'm gonna try the, oh my gosh, that's good. That is so good. I can't even believe it. Because it's coconut milk, and that sounds weird. I don't know, to me it just sounds off. And even though I didn't even follow the recipe kind of at all with the herbs and veggies and stuff, this tastes really flavorful. That was so good. That was literally a 10 out of 10. I'm very shocked right now because, like what I was saying earlier, the idea of mixing the broth and coconut milk and, you know, just adding seasonings, I did not think it was going to be enough, or like that I needed to add veggies or some other substance to it. But that was really good. And I'm really happy and pleased with it. If you ever want to make soup and you're doing it for the first time, this is a great recipe. I'm gonna leave the recipe link down below in case if you want to follow along to a T, because there is like ginger, garlic, mushrooms, and other things you can add, which sounds good. One of my family members has IBS, and so we have to cut out a lot of foods that give you gas, and so that's why we got rid of garlic and onions and even mushrooms and stuff like that. So if I want to make my own meals with it, then that's fine, but it's like the house, when you cook garlic or onions, it just makes the house smell like that, and I feel kind of guilty for doing that, and so I try my best to make foods that everybody can eat. So it just makes me feel good, makes everyone else feel good, and I like that.